Most days, I don't even think about it. I'm pretty sure none of us do. But the truth of the matter is that life is absurd. What do I mean by absurd? I think it's better to show you rather than tell you. The absurdity of life is something you can literally feel given the right conditions. And sometimes these conditions might arise unexpectedly. You might be looking at the stars and the scale of the universe makes you realize how small you are. Sometimes you can feel the absurdity of life after a bad day at work. You arrive home and think to yourself, why am I doing any of this anyway? What's the point? Absurdity is the realization of our place in the universe. And it's not a big place. It's a tiny little place in an unimaginably massive cosmos. As humans, we're programmed to feel and to search for meaning, but when we accidentally bump up against the vastness of the universe, we find that our usual sense of our own self-importance no longer carries quite as much weight. Life, for most of us, follows a kind of routine. We wake up, brush our teeth, go to work, go home, eat dinner, relax, and sleep again. Sometimes we do exciting things, sometimes boring things, but our lives are our own. We interact with other people who are living their own lives. We feel love, sadness, triumph, and disappointment. Life can be good or bad, but compared to the scale of the universe, no matter the great peaks and troughs of our lives, on a cosmic scale, they can seem tiny and insignificant. We search for meaning, but when we look to the stars, to our place in the universe, it's hard to find any. We are destined to search for meaning in a cosmos that cares little for what we might want. This is the absurdity of life, and for some people, this can be a depressing thought, but it needn't be, because this is not the end of the story. Faced with the apparent meaninglessness of our own existence, we have choices. The first is to simply dust ourselves off and get on with our lives, ignoring what appears to be a grand truth about existence. And for some people, this comes easy. For them, it's not so much ignoring a great truth of existence, but rather just getting on with things here on Earth, caring little for what emptiness the universe might hold beyond our planet. And this is great for those to whom this outlook comes naturally. But for others, ignoring the great vast meaninglessness of our existence might not work quite as well. It may appear to be working for a while, years at a time even, until we are interrupted, often quite unexpectedly, by what is sometimes called a dark night of the soul. Racked by existential dread and anxiety over our position in the universe, it can be difficult at this point to just get on with things. However, the second choice we have is not to ignore it, but to acknowledge the truth of an ultimately meaningless existence, and to act in a way that accepts this as a fact. Our lives may be short, small, and pointless, but that needn't be a depressing fact. In a universe with no inherent meaning, there's nobody telling you what to do. You are fully in control of your own life. Our next show is about existentialism and nihilism, ideas which show us how to live in a meaningless universe.